Welcome to all of you. We are at Le Mans on the occasion of the media test drive for the 508 Peugeot Sport Engineered. Remember, in September, Peugeot announced here the choice to compete in endurance in hypercar with the LMH class, and in December we have introduced you about the technology of this comeback. Today, a new step, the presentation of the team. And it's a pleasure to be with you, gentlemen. Jean-Marc Finot, head of Stellantis Motorsports, in charge of Peugeot Sport WEC program. Hello, Jean-Marc.
Hello, Bruno.
And Olivier Jansoni, the technical director, Peugeot Sport WEC program. Hello, Olivier.
Hello, Bruno.
Jean-Marc Finot, are you still convinced by the LMH category?
Yes, of course. We have chosen this regulation because it's a full car built by the team. It will be a full Peugeot Sport car. So we'll put the DNA of Peugeot, the manufacturer, in this car. It's also a regulation that will give us a lot of freedom of design, and you will see sometimes, of course, that you will be able to recognize a true Peugeot when you will see our hypercar. And we are proud that also other car manufacturers will be in this championship, and we are going, or we are about to write one of the biggest and greatest pages of endurance racing in the following years. So we are happy with that.
Of course. Jean-Marc, Olivier, remember the previous important step was in December with the reveal of the powertrain. So let's have a look at your technology. Olivier Jansoni, will this powertrain soon be in action at Versailles?
Indeed, Bruno, we are going to build our first engine in the next few weeks now, and hopefully it will be on the engine dyno before the end of April. Then in September we'll receive the first front powertrain with the front electrical engine and the front gearbox, and we will test it on our rig. And then finally we'll put everything together, the front and the rear, on our brand new four-wheel drive dyno in November.
What about the rest of the development of the car?
Well, the aero development is going on. It's on track. The most important and the most challenging thing on this development is to integrate all the styling elements from the brand, obviously, and to reach the required performance from the balance of performance in the regulation. And then on the monocoque development as well, we're starting freezing now some details of the monocoque and some concepts.
At which stage is the design of the Peugeot hypercar?
I think we can tell now. We know more or less 95% what the car is going to look like. We have to into the details, deliver the design, and finally release everything for production roughly at summertime.
And then you believe that you will manage to be on time according to your original plan?
It's a very complex schedule, obviously. There's a lot of things that can go wrong from design and production, but at this stage of the project, we can tell that we are still committed to driving this car on track for the first time before the end of the year.
What about simulator?
Well, actually, in the meantime, until we have a proper car for our drivers to race and to drive, we have started the simulator development, and we started doing some simulation test sessions.
And do you have a gamer for the simulator?
Even better than that, we have race drivers as gamers.
Jean-Marc Finot, which kind of drivers did you want to be part of the team?
Above all, it's a team spirit. So, of course, our drivers that will be chosen have a good experience in endurance, in energy management, as we will have a hybrid car in line with our Peugeot Sport engineered car. All of us are, of course, fast, reliable, consistent. And, that was all driver will expect from his teammate, but above all, it's a team.
Olivier Jansoni, how many names did you have on your list, and how did you do the selection?
Well, initially quite a lot, up to 40 to 50 different drivers. We looked at their statistics over the last 5 years in every kind of high-level endurance racing, IMSA, WEC, and ELMS. From that list, doing this mathematical analysis, we selected a short list of 12 drivers. We interviewed all those 12 drivers, and we tried to judge their motivation and their ability to integrate into our team.
So you say team spirit, performance criteria. Okay, let's check.
Hey dude, I need your help. I'm just asking you because you've done it so many times.
Hey man, I mean, for me it's 210, no doubt. But let's see with the others.
Oh, bro, for me, you should send it at 300.
No, 180. Don't take any risk at the beginning, then flat out to 210.
Yeah, it depends. Are you in hybrid mode?
For me, it's flat out, all the time. I only stop when it's too hot.
I already did 8 times, so believe me, Kevin. A first step at 180 during 5 minutes, and then we up the temperature without stressing the outside surface. And then you gradually increase until you reach a top at 300. Higher, it's impossible.
Guys, what do you think?
Well, I'm cool with that, but don't go under 200.
It's another method, but I guess it works. Go for it.
Yeah, sure, send it.
Thanks guys, I'll start the clock.
Jean-Marc Finot, Olivier Jansoni, 7 drivers with a great personality, and they are with us. Michael Jensen, Gustavo Menezes, Jean-Éric Vergne, Kevin Magnussen. Kevin, what was the recipe?
Well, I didn't know, so I called my mother. She helped me out.
Okay, Paul Di Resta, Loïc Duval, and James Rossiter, reserve and simulator driver. Loïc Duval, Loïc, you look very calm. Oh, okay, to be honest with you, Loïc couldn't be with us right now, but fortunately, we had an interview with him a few hours ago. Loïc Duval. Loïc, what motivated you to join Peugeot in their comeback to endurance?
A few things. First of all, I want to win Le Mans, and I think Peugeot has everything. We saw it in the past. They have everything to win it. The second thing is, as a French driver, I'm really happy and proud to be able to go to Le Mans with a French manufacturer. And the third thing also is that I feel that I have an unfinished job with Peugeot, as I've been able to race with them back in the days. And I'm really looking forward to win it now together.
What do you think of the hypercar category?
I mean, I saw one car already, like most of you. The cars are looking good. We saw also some drawing from Peugeot, so I'm really excited to see the car in real. And the main topic for me, it's really that you can see the momentum about this new hypercar and how many constructors want to join the series and to make sure that Le Mans is back to the golden era.
Luc Duval, it's true that you're the only one who has won Le Mans overall in LMP1. And as a result, you have, the figure of the big brother. Do you feel a lot of responsibility, and will you try to guide the other drivers?
For sure, having the chance to win Le Mans, it gives me some experience about it. But I am sure also that we can count on the young guns that we have in the car to be super quick. We can count on Kevin and Jeff with their experience, and also with Paul with all the experience they have, from other series, F1 and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, we are a group, and we have to make sure that every strength that we have, we put it in the basket, and we make sure that Peugeot is the winner at the end.
How do you feel being involved in the early start of the project? Is it a feeling of being part of a birth?
Yeah, definitely. It's something really special for me because it's the first time that I'm really at the beginning of the project, and I can feel the excitement. I can feel also the positivity about this thing, to know the people that we're going to work together, to start together from scratch, to make sure that the tool we're going to have is going to be the best one, and that we're going to build all together something really special. At the end, it's on top of being a sports, it's also a human adventure. And to be able as a team to grow together, it's something really, really special. And I really love it in the endurance, that feeling that you have to have the team around you, but starting all together from zero and to make it happen. I'm sure this will be something really different, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Any question to one or to some of your teammates?
I have plenty of questions, but if I go for one question, I would probably ask the young guns, probably Gustavo and Mikel. I have been the young guy, looking at Tom and Alan McNish, being my teammate, and they were looking really old. So I'm just asking them, do I look as old as Tom and Alan were looking for me? How was the cooking at the end, Kevin?
Kevin Magnussen, please, can you answer to Loic?
Well, the cooking it didn't turn out too good, so hopefully the driving is better.
Mikel and Gustavo, it's true that you're the two youngest. And same question, can you answer to Loic? Mikel, first of all?
Somebody has to be the youngest. As Loic said, he has been the youngest as well. So I think as the youngest, we have to learn from the experienced guys. But it's also good for the experienced ones that we have some young guns trying to get up the ladder and pushing them a little bit.
Gustavo, your opinion?
Yeah, honestly, I've been really blessed to have, at this age, already been to Le Mans, 5 times. But I'm more focused. Hopefully, I can look as good as him at his age, and I know things are going okay.
Kevin Magnussen, what does endurance and 24 hours of Le Mans represent for you?
Well, Le Mans is the biggest endurance race in the world, and it's the race that everyone wants to win. It has a lot of history. It's a very historical race, and Peugeot is a big part of that history, and I hope to be able to add to that history.
What is the most important thing you learned in Formula One, and that will help you, of course, in endurance racing?
Well, I think I've learned a lot. I've gained a lot of experience over the 7 years that I had in F1, working with very complex and advanced race cars. But also being in a high pressure environment, when we go to Le Mans and in the World Championship, we're gonna face a lot of pressure, and I think working in that environment is something that I'm very accustomed to. So I'm looking forward to this new chapter.
Kevin, you're just coming back from Daytona, which was your first experience in endurance, and then what is your general feeling?
Yeah, it was a good experience. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very new to me. There was a lot of traffic that I'm not used to. So I think that was the main real challenge to manage all that and get through it quickly. But of course, working with more drivers and not just focusing on myself was something new to me as well. But something that I thoroughly enjoyed, and looking forward to getting to know some more drivers here.
What motivated you to join Peugeot in their comeback to endurance?
Well, I have high ambitions, and I think looking at the past, Peugeot have always been very successful in every motorsport program that they've joined. And that matches my ambitions at Le Mans and in the World Championship. So can't wait to hopefully have that success, and looking forward to getting started.
Kevin Magnussen, a very serious question. Imagine you cross the finish line before your father. Is it going to cause family problems?
I don't think so. My dad is getting older, and I think my dad has been a huge support and is very supportive of me now. Of course, he might be racing on the same track, when we get to Le Mans, and that's certainly going to be interesting. But I think he's going to be happy for me, and he's excited for this new chapter of my career.
For sure, it will be exciting. Paul Di Resta, what motivated you to join Peugeot in their comeback to endurance?
I think the biggest thing is the start of this new adventure that they've gone into. Certainly with the introduction of the new rules, the way the top class at Le Mans and WEC is happening, and the manufacture of interest. And I think Peugeot, for the success that they had the last time they did it, something that excited me when I was growing through the junior ranks of motorsport. Also, I'm very friendly with some drivers who were part of that program, and they go about their business the best they can. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to bring to it, and being there from the start and being part of this team.
You are the winner for the P2 class of the last 24 hours of Le Mans. You are also the first hyperpole seater for the P2 class too. What makes endurance racing special?
It was nice to get that lap over Jeff. He was obviously the one pushing for the lap in P2 last year.
Good lap.
I think at the same time, when you look at Le Mans, it's a team effort, and I think the driver has the easiest part of the job, honestly. When you see how much effort goes into it, the commitment of everyone, it really pushes everyone to another sense that you don't believe you have. And I think when you go through that experience, and you do that at Le Mans, the emotions are something very special when you cross that line and get the job done.
Paul Di Resta, what is your definition of a team spirit?
I think everyone being very open and very honest. And honestly, whether that's constructive criticism the wrong way or the right way, we're all in this together and we all need to go forward as a team. And I think every individual has to be that way to make this team succeed.
Jean-Marc Finot, how much time did you have to choose your drivers?
So now, a long time ago, when we started the program, close to 1 year ago, we have built the team. And just after building the team and starting the design of the car, after the lockdown, we began to choose a driver. But of course, it has actually started. We have a scan 24 hours of Le Mans in September before starting on going deeply in a discussion with them.
Olivier Jansoni, in the development of the car, does everyone has a role assigned based on their experience?
Not yet, obviously. We have to get to know each other a little bit better for that. I think we have 7 great drivers. They all have a huge amount of experience between them, and it's our job to try to make the best out of it.
Jean-Éric Vergne. You know very well Jean-Marc Finot and Olivier Jansoni. My question, is this program a sort of bonus alongside with Formula E? Will you be both in Formula E and endurance?
It's a bonus. I don't know if I can call it a bonus, but it's a program alongside Formula E that I'm going to continue. Obviously, those two programs have the same level of importance for me. When I do things, I want to do it the best way, and the best way is obviously to win. So I'm going to spend a lot of energy on the program, trying to help everyone, and obviously trying to succeed together as a team.
You've been switching between single-seater and endurance racing regularly. What is the main difference in your opinion?
The difference is huge. In Formula E, your teammate is in a way your first enemy. You need to beat your teammate, and it's very personal. You make the car perfect for yourself, perfect for what you want. The tiny bit of software you want it to be to your advantage. In endurance racing, it's completely different. I mean, how many times I had a car that was maybe not perfect for me, but the slowest driver, or the driver that had the most difficulty in the car, everything was going for him. And this aspect of team spirit is something that I never experienced before coming in endurance, and it's something that I love.
Jean-Éric Vergne, you've been racing in WEC with Mikkel Jensen as a teammate. Well, what can you tell us about him?
I was very surprised with, first of all, his speed. Coming from an MP3, it was straight away extremely fast. And then the second thing that impressed me the most with him is that he was not cocky about it, and he was always coming to me for advice, and he was a very good listener, and I had a lot of fun with him. And it's also very, very important that outside the outside the track. We can be friends. We have a lot of story to say. So we have travel together, a lot of fun, because at the end of the day, when you're racing and you are in tough moments, this friendship between drivers that we have in the team can be very important, because it's what pushes the team also to work later, to work harder.
Same question to you, Michael Jensen. I mean, for your first Le Mans experience last September, you had Jean-Éric Vergne as a teammate. And then what can you tell us about him?
Yeah, it was a great experience for me. When I did Formula 3, he was one of the guys I looked up to when he was in Formula 1. So to be sharing the car with him was a great experience. He's very efficient in his driving style, so I learned a lot from him. And I think he has that from the Formula E, so he has a lot to bring to the hypercar.
What does it feel like to be announced as a Peugeot factory driver in the highest endurance class today?
I mean, it's a dream coming true. Now I've been in LMP3, LMP2, but now to be able to with Peugeot fight for overall wins at Le Mans, that's something I think everybody dream about as a kid, and now it's happening. So to do this with Peugeot, they have 3 overall victories on the CV and a lot of other motorsport activities in the past that were very successful. So to be able to do this together is amazing.
It's true that Gustavo and you're the youngest drivers of the team, both 26 years old. Which experience can you bring to the team that the other drivers do not have?
I think we can bring some more energy. The young guys have probably some more energy. We don't have families like many of the other guys have, so I think it's a good mix. You have the old guys with experience, you have the young guys with maybe more energy, more spirit. But when you mix everything together, you can build a complete package, which is good for the team.
Michael Jensen, what does Le Mans mean to you as a Danish?
So as a Danish, to be at Le Mans is a different feeling. Obviously, I didn't get to experience it last year, which was unfortunate with the COVID situation. And I could imagine or see in social media how sad the fans were to not be there. So I can't wait to be there when all the Danish fans are there. And I'm sure it's an effect that Tom Christensen brought to Le Mans for all the Danish fans.
Gustavo Menezes, every year there are 180 drivers at Le Mans. Why do you think Peugeot selected you?
Well, that's always a difficult one. Obviously, very blessed to have been chosen for this opportunity. I think my history with Le Mans specifically started very strong with a victory in LMP2 as a rookie. And obviously, having had the opportunity to work with drivers like Andre Lotter, Neil Yanni, Bruno Senna, and some others really helped me kind of develop my early stages of my career. And now to be able to work with another incredible group of drivers and with the Peugeot family, I think it's going to be a very good future.
11 years ago, when Peugeot won Le Mans, I think you were 15 years old. Was endurance in the corner of your mind?
Funny enough, actually, this was the first time I watched Le Mans was Peugeot versus Audi when I was 14, 15 years old. And obviously, as a young driver, a lot of us kind of had Formula 1 as the only vision. But that year specifically in Le Mans was the first time that I actually opened my eyes to a little bit more of the sport and realized, wow, there's...
Gustavo Menezes, I can see it on my screen. You have a huge social media fan base. How does a driver become an influencer?
Yeah, I don't think it's specifically the term influencer, but obviously coming from Los Angeles, there's quite a big market in social media, and I think the biggest target is just to inspire young people and others to live life to their fullest, and in doing so for the last several years, it's just generated quite a large fan base.
Jean-Marc Finot, you want to promote the young drivers?
Yes, we want to promote young drivers and also to build a team. So we have young drivers, we have a driver with experience, we have fast driver. All of them are fast, but we are creating a crew and a team. And currently, we are of course very proud of the way these drivers are trusting Peugeot Sport and trusting the fact that Peugeot could win. Thank you for that. Thank you for them.
Olivier, James Rossiter is in the team. What is the role of the simulator driver?
Well, James will be our lead driver for everything that comes down to the simulator. He's actually driven the simulator already. That's something very important. He's got a huge amount of experience in this simulator development. For us, it's a very important thing at the beginning of our project until we have a car to test.
James, it's true that you're joining the team in its high development phase. You have a lot of experience. How are you going to contribute to the car development?
Well, I have a lot of experience racing in many different categories all over the world, and to be able to combine all of my knowledge from my career and really help PSA create this project is very exciting. Having worked in the Formula E team for the last 3 years, there's a lot of crossover in terms of technology, which also is going to be very useful for the simulator development.
You've driven lots of different cars. What does hypercar means to you?
The hypercar means the future. It's to combine the electric power with the internal combustion engine. It's really exciting to see what the possibilities and capabilities are. And of course, to go ahead and challenge the 24 Hours of Le Mans with this sort of technology is the most exciting form of motorsport.
Olivier Jansoni, how will the drivers be included in the preparation process and, of course, the technical development?
Well, as soon as we can, we'll invite them to come over to visit us in Satori. We have many questions to ask, and I think it will be very useful for us to involve them since the very beginning. There are stuff that are very obvious, such as cockpit ergonomics, energy management, and software development for sure. But I'm sure there's many others we don't even know yet.
Jean-Marc Finot, how and well will the teams be put together? And I had another question. Have you already made up the crews?
Of course, it's very important, but not yet, because we have to better know each other. And just one example for the tuning, some of them will like a certain tuning, other different tuning, so we have to build that, how it will connect, and technically how it will work. Okay. It's important, but we'll see, and we'll go ahead on this topic.
Drivers, you all have the right stuff for sure, but who will be the first one to drive the car? Thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope that you've enjoyed this moment shared with the fans. Take care and see you very soon. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Of course, thank you very much for your support. Follow these guys all this season, and of course, see you very soon for other news. Well, stay tuned. Thank you. Well, we have a problem. Okay.
It's been interesting for us as well.
Presentation.
What is on the background?
Father has a circuit behind him, but it's not Le Mans.
Hello. Mine?
Yeah.
That's Coda, because America, baby.
If you're in America, put a circle, you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Bye bye.
Prends la voiture maintenant ou pas?